Hello, everybody. Michael here with Best Paw Forward Dog Training, and I've got Luca here on my leash. We're going to be going through the basics of what we worked on this week. She has had diarrhea today, so we're not going to be using treats. I'm just going to be using the leash and praise. In the back over there, we have Lily working, and then over here we have, remind me Lily's brother's name? Tobias. So Tobias is working place on that side of the fence, okay? So we've got a nice distraction-rich environment at the moment, and so that should help, okay? So one thing, I want to bring consistency to communication, okay? So that means both verbally and through the leash. Leash communication works one way, and that's you communicating through the leash, not the dog, okay? So you have to sometimes flip that in their mind. So what does that look like? If I say, Luca, good girl, place, sit, yay, good girl. If she didn't listen, then I would just give 2 light little taps on the leash to try to get her attention. When she gave me her attention, I would praise her, okay? Free. Okay, so that looks like this. Let's assume I called her name and she didn't look. Okay, 2 light little taps. I want her to understand, yes, good girl, that means give me your attention. Okay, so we take time. Good girl, good girl. We take time to teach her that that's what that communication means, okay? Now, let's say she pulled off and didn't really want to listen at all whatsoever, okay? I don't keep repeating myself verbally. I say whatever I'm going to say to her once. So let's, for example, let's go, right? Good girl. If she didn't, I use consistent graduating pressure on the leash to teach her, you have no choice now. You have to move with me, okay? Good girl. Good girl. Oh, what a good girl. Yes, you are. Stay. Okay, so now I've told her to stay on the place. I'm using the leash to create a box. That's the way you want to think of it, okay? So as she moves, pressure prevents the movement. Pressure prevents the movement. Pressure prevents the movement. I'm creating this box on the place that says, you should only be here right now. You shouldn't be leaving this place, okay? And it's not a ton. It's not a ton of pressure. You use only the amount you need, okay? Nope, nope. Good girl. Pressure's relieved when you're back on place, okay? If we're consistent about this communication, she can understand what it means, and then she can listen to it, okay? Good girl. What a good girl, yes. Oh, what a good girl. Free. Good girl. So now we're walking along, okay? I've got the leash held about where I want it, okay? And I'm going to keep her there. Good girl with me. Turn. Luca, place. Sit. Good girl. Wonderful job. I've created a constraint with the leash to tell her this is where you exist when we're walking, okay? The way I do that, I've got one hand that I'm holding the leash here as my safety hand. I've got my other hand creating the constraint, which is basically this amount of leash, okay? Let's go. Okay? Now she's going beyond the constraint. That hand just stays firm. And I start slowing my body a little bit, just give her time to react and respond. Place. But there's no choice. You're moving with me. Okay? When I want you to sniff, I'll give you the full length of the leash and say, go ahead and check out. Sniff whatever you want to sniff. Okay? Free. Place. So here is a good example. Good. She didn't respond. I use that leash to ensure that she responds. Okay? Good girl. Good girl. Okay? So we've got leash skill. We've got attention and working around other dogs. We've got place. We've got sit we've been working on. Stay we've been working on. And I think that's the gist of it. This weekend, what I want you to do is I want you to take some time to teach her what the leash means in your hand. Remember, a couple taps, get her attention, praise her for looking at you. Taps on the leash mean give me your attention. Okay? Graduating tension means you've not listened to me, now you're going to do what I say. No. Look at me. Good girl. Thank you. Good girl. Okay? So you can see how that works. Okay? So I want you to do that exercise. And then I also want you to do a pattern of walking with place. Okay? Luca, leave it with me. Okay? So walking in a direction, turning, and then sending her to place. Place. Okay? And then working that place until she gets used to the fact that when you put her on place, she should go and stay until you say, okay, you're free, you can move. Okay? So that's everything. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to ask Gianna to go ahead and end this video for me. I'll see you guys on the next one.